Congratulations, you booked an appointment. Now what? Now this is a question I took way too long to ask myself. So if I go to my website here, you can see I have my phone number, my email, and then where I want people to go, which is the book demo page. So this is just a simple form I created on Go High Level. And I'm just going to go in here and say, okay, we're going to go with the 30th, this Thursday at 5:30 p.m. I'm just putting myself in the prospect's shoes here, right? So full name, we're going to go with Bob Smith, all right? And then we're going to go the futurepathai@gmail.com. And I'm actually not going to fill this in because I don't want to have to blur my personal information, but I'll skip ahead. So here's the message that gets displayed, right? It says, thank you for the appointment request. I will see you on the call. So one thing to note to add here that I actually haven't yet, but will go ahead and do, is to remind people to check their spam folder for this reminder or meeting invite, right? Because I know I was running through this automation a little bit earlier, and that is where the invite was for myself. And the reason I'm making this video is because I had 3 different calls that I had booked where the person just had failed to show, right? And I was thinking, what on earth is going on? I mean, there's got to be a reason for this. Well, turns out 1, meeting invites are going to the spam folder, and I didn't remind them. And 2, the text messages weren't going out as my number was not verified, something along those lines. Just 0 for 3 so far, and so something needed to change, right? So I actually found a guy on YouTube, and I'll tag him below or mention his channel below, but I created an automation based off of what he had showed. So first off, before we even get into the automation, you're going to need to go into your settings and your integrations here. And you're going to want to make sure your Google account, whether you're doing through Zoom or whatever, I choose to use Google Meet for these appointments. If you don't know Zoom, I actually had a call with somebody a while back, and I did not know the limit on that. If you did not have a Zoom paid account was an hour. And this guy kept rambling and rambling, and of course the call just cut off. So anyway, that's why I use Google Meet, but you're going to want to go ahead and hook up your account through integrations here. Once that is done, you'll be able to go ahead and make your automation. So again, before I get into that, now if I go to my calendar over here, we can see that we have this Bob Smith demo call right here. Looks like the appointment owner is myself, primary contact Bob Smith. And then here is the unique Google Meet URL that we'll be able to meet on. So that was another thing I didn't have. I would send out an automated email that said, here is your Zoom link or here's your Google Meet link, and there was nothing there. So just not good business if you ask anybody. So finally, we are going to get into the automation. So the first things first, we're going to go to the trigger. So the trigger I have as appointment status. I just named it appointment. Then you're going to want to set your event type to normal, appointment status as confirmed, and then choose in calendar, and then whichever, chances are you maybe just have one calendar or multiple, whichever calendar you want this to show up on, the appointment to show up on, choose that one. So easy enough, save that trigger. And then the first thing I do is have an internal notification. So you can do this through email, you can do it through the High Level app, you can do through a text message, however you choose. So we can see here, this is going to say new appointment booked. It says, yo, new appointment booking by, and then we have their name, email, phone number, and date time. And if you don't know why I have these brackets around here already, this is what is called a custom value. So actually how I got that was you go click on this little tag right here, contact, and then we'll just go full name. So that is how that comes about, and it'll just automatically populate. Same thing goes for the email, phone number, and the date and time of the appointment. So this is just internal, give myself a little motivation there. Anyways, next on here is the confirmation email. So this is going to go out to whoever it is that booked the call. This is what was going to spam and cause part of the issue. So again, we used another custom value here. Say your appointment has been confirmed for this time on this date or this time zone, whatever. And this says, let us know if you have any questions in the meantime. And this will just be the meeting ID. So again, this is what was blank. Nothing was populating there before, and it was because my Google Meet was not correctly integrated. Next, pretty important step here, because we don't want to bombard them with emails, is to have 24 hours before the appointment reminder. So that is just what I named it here. We're going to go to event/appointment time, and then pretty straightforward before, 1 day before. So this part right here, you're going to have skip all outbound communication actions till next wait or event. Anyways, what this essentially means is if they have booked within this 24-hour period, it would just skip this automation, right? It wouldn't just fire off everything you have in advance if they had booked for, say, that specific day. And so then we'll have the email go out. So just a friendly reminder here that your appointment is in 24 hours. Here is the meeting location once again. So that is where we will send the link. 1 hour before the appointment, same thing as the 24-hour, except now we are at 1 hour. So same exact steps here. Before, 1 hour, good to go. And then right after comes the email. So you can see kind of how this works. This is very, very straightforward. And we have some custom values up here, the location, name, email. So this is whoever it is that filled it out. Here is the meeting ID once again, just before. And then 5 minutes before, we hit them with both an email and an SMS. So this is the first SMS I have in here, first and only SMS. Now, if you are landing in spam like I am, I actually may go ahead and add an SMS maybe 24 hours in advance, as that's not going to go to spam, right? That's going to go right to their phone, and they'll see it just like any other text message. You're not going to get lost in spam there. So that is the automation, but let's go ahead and see just exactly how that works when somebody fills out a form. So we used that example of Bob Smith a little bit earlier. So what we're going to do is we're going to see the execution path. So where is Bob currently? Bob's currently waiting at this 24-hour mark, as we can see with the green outlines here. So we're just going to run through this and see exactly what it looks like. So in order to do that, we're going to hit this button, this little guy with the plus sign, which will force the contact to the next step in the workflow. So for testing purposes, this is something you're going to want to do. So now we can see where is Bob. Now he's waiting 1 hour before the appointment. And I know you can't see it, but I got my watch buzzing, I got my phone buzzing. I'm getting these appointment reminders, right? So we'll go back here again. We're going to force to the next step, execution logs. Let's see, we've done that. Now we're going to see where are we at 5 minutes before. Again, I'm getting these reminders here. Let's just force it all the way to the end here. We're currently just about to get the SMS, so hoping I can get that to show that to you. So as you can see, I cannot push this any farther. We are at the end, and I got my text here that says, "Hi Bob, our appointment is about to start. Hop in here," and it comes with the Google Meet link. So just as it was supposed to do, this is where our Google Meet link comes in. And then all this location area is, or location name is just FuturePath AI. That's the name of my agency. You can put whatever yours is, but again, this is just a custom value, so I don't have to put it in. It's just gonna go ahead and populate. Now, how is it I created this form right here? Chances are, if you're new to Go High Level, then you may not be aware, but we're gonna go up here over to Sites on the side where we created our website, go up to Forms, Form Builder, and we'll come up to this page. So my form that I have is just titled Main Form that I use, but you can go ahead and use a bunch of different templates here that High Level has to offer. So just a simple one right here, we can preview this where it just has your full name, email, phone number, and message. And you can go ahead and add whatever whatever additional questions you want. So mine's going to look super similar to the one I just showed you on that template. Full name, email, phone number, and website if they have one. Maybe going to add a question or two in here, still kind of debating on that, just to maybe get them thinking a little bit before the call, and maybe see what range they're willing to spend possibly. Maybe if they have a budget for these services, that may be a good question to ask. But anyway, super simple stuff there. And so we can also go ahead in this, and there's a lot about it that we can change. So on submit, you can pull up a message. You can make a URL. So maybe you're going to create a video, right, to where say, hey, thanks for booking a meeting. Here's what to expect. You can make a little video just like this one right now that kind of outlines what to expect in the call, what they may want ready, and to, again, maybe another reminder to check their spam folder. So I know I ran through everything pretty quickly, but really just wanted to express exactly why I wasn't able to get these people on the call. And I can blame them all I want, but really it's my fault for not having all this set up properly. So really just want to make sure that you guys out there are able to do this properly and book meetings and where people actually show up. So I appreciate you watching the video. Please be sure to subscribe. I'm close to 100 subscribers now, so really trying to get there in the next month or so. And comment down below if there's maybe anything you suggest for me to add. So whether it's a question in the form, or maybe exactly how you have your process, what your automations look like, whatever it is. That's the point of this channel. I want to connect with people that maybe know more than I do, which is probably most of you. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you're here till the end, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next one.